O'Brien on top of the puck. O'Brien shoveling over to Protz. Aidan O'Donnell onto the rink for his first shift in the OHL. And the puck's going to come right to him. Lets it run past him to O'Brien. Hamra snapping it to the front. They score! Welcome back, Tomas Hamra.
Aidan O'Donnell might get an assist on that.
I think he will. Hamra likely from O'Brien and O'Donnell.
Protz just fires his puck in the zone, and Aidan O'Donnell does get a stick on it. It goes back to Hamra, and a harmless shot, just trying to make something happen towards the net, looking for a deflection or anything. Got that from, but Babin, of course.
You're referring to the newest inductee to the Hamilton Sports Hall of Fame in Steve Stamps.
I am exactly referring to that guy.
As Cole Brown has that one trickle wide out front. O'Donnell scores! Aidan O'Donnell! Welcome to the Ontario Hockey League!
Well, one thing Jay McKee said to us before the game, he's really impressed by the smarts of Aidan O'Donnell. He knows where to be. There's just something that a 16-year-old you can't teach that's they're going to play in this level. And Brown takes his puck, drops it for
Jake
O'Brien, and then O'Donnell just puts it right past Bowen.
Hopping through. Lucas Moore able to survive with possession, but Ryder McIntyre strips it in the corner. Graydon Strohack at the top. Strohack along the line for Addy, who would rotate it high. McIntyre in front, they score. Just before Noah Roberts could exit the box, Ryder McIntyre with the tip will give the Peterborough Petes life. It's 2-1.
Yeah, Ryder McIntyre, 6'4", 225. That's a big body that you want to put down in front of the net, especially on the power play. And it works out for you here for Rob Wilson and the Peterborough Petes as this puck comes back to the point. And Strohack getting it down the middle, just a harmless shot towards the net, and it screens Egoroff. And a deflection by opportunities will turn into goals.
Testa gallops wide on the left side, trying to work around Lads. On for Brown. Taken away from him, puck tossed off the boards. Moore stepping up for it, got poked loose. Faulkner with Jenkins coming out of the box. Faulkner on the left, twisted it to the front, got all the way back to Lads, scores! Liam Lads, and it's a tie game. It's Lads' first of the season, and I believe first in the OHL. As the Petes came flying down after this puck got chipped ahead.
Yeah, a little whiff there by Moore, and Faulkner comes into the zone, patiently puts this puck back, tees it up for Lads, and he puts it top blocker side corner on Egoroff. The Peterborough Petes have tied this one just seconds after they had a big penalty kill.
Lefebvre and Nelson into the circle. Corner, Lardis out front. Moore came to his backhand. Roberts back out into neutral ice. Remember what I said earlier in this game about what kind of a player Carson Cameron's going to be? Lardis off the left side, brings it to the front, scores! Nick Lardis just would not be denied on this shift. It's his 11th of the season in his 10th game.
Well, that's what you got to do to beat Zach Bowen in this game. Lardis coming in with some speed. You see this puck comes back into the offensive zone. Thomas to Lardis, he goes to the net, and Bowen expecting him.
Noah Roberts, a defensive stalwart, but he is collecting assists early on. O'Brien feeding on to Brown, back to O'Donnell, blocked off by Strohack. Boy, wouldn't that have been a script. Parrish, wide side, Caden Taylor. Peterborough trying to answer right back. Lefebvre's drive, they score! Chase Lefebvre somehow found a hole through David Egoroff. It's 3-3.
Yeah, not exactly sure how this one gets into the net. I thought Egoroff made the save, and that puck may have been hanging around his pad, and they pushed it in through the crease there, and that's what Jay McKee's having a look at right now. But yeah, the initial stop I thought was made by David Egoroff, And they're just trying to get the repay. No, we didn't see it there either. Egorov is just as confused as anyone on how that puck entered the net.
The Civic Center, which is not a new building.
No.
And keeping this ice up and to OHL standard and beyond. Troy, you said Cole Brown. It looks like the Bulldogs have elected to go first, and they'll elect to have Cole Brown take it.
Yeah, they would love for Cole Brown to get a goal here and put the pressure on the Petes early on in this shootout.
Brown starts his way ahead. Ice water in his veins as he turns out to the right side. Cuts through the circle on his forehand. Oh, what a tuck by Brown. Sped up, getting right to the front of the net. Got Bowen to commit and then turned wide with his reach.
Yeah, the linesman had to get in front of Brown as he was approaching that Peterborough bench. He's been at it all game with Faulkner.
Caden Taylor is a big-time young talent. Starting out to his right side. Walking in on Egorov. Went 10-2 with his skates and scored.
Well, again, another shot very similar to Cole Brown's. Got Egorov to commit and then cut out in front and put it over top of his pads to tie this one at 1.
Nick Lourdes has 11 goals on the season, 1 in the game tonight. He'll start way out to his right side, cutting through the circle, accelerates, tried to flip the beanbag, and Bowen held it out.
Well, pressure now in Bulldogs court as Bowen makes the stop.
And the Pete's going from a former 2007 first rounder to a 2008 first rounder, Colin Fitzgerald. He'll start his way ahead on David Egorov. Fitzgerald down the middle of the ice, backhand, save made by Egorov.
Yeah, Egorov stood his ground there, didn't commit, and waited for Fitzgerald to go backhand, and he met him right there and made that stop. Fitzgerald's had a great game for the Petes tonight.
Patrick Thomas takes the reins as he'll turn left. Coming down the middle with speed. Thomas, backhand. Oh, captain, my captain. Backhand, roof job.
Yeah, great control on his stick. That puck just waited patiently for Bowen to go down and then put it over top of him. Right top shelf.
It's Aiden Young. A David Egorov save ends this game. Young on his forehand. And Egorov gets the win! What a performance! David Egorov turns aside 34. They'll hit the music, and the Bulldogs take a 4-3 shootout victory. What an exciting finish to this game. Zach Bowen should be carried off the ice on the shoulders of his teammates. Even in a 4-3 loss, Troy, he was spectacular tonight.
Yeah, not much you can say that we already haven't said about these two goalies. Zach Bowen and David Egorov have been fantastic in this one, and the Petes more or less consoling Bowen, who was just brilliant throughout this game and in overtime and in the shootout. But the big goal by the captain, Patrick Thomas, ices this one for the Bulldogs. They needed this one.